I walk over to our other friend sleeping, getting ready to wake him up. Hey guys, sorry to say, but it's time to continue our journey, I said, making sure everyone was awake. Navara and Kurai get up, though Blaze was making groaning noises and doesn't get up, still laying there. I don't want to get up, Blaze said, just laying there tired. Kurai walks over there and pulls Blaze up by his arm. Come on, we made progress, and maybe when we get to the cave, you can go to bed early, Kurai said, hoping that'd get Blaze moving. Blaze groans while getting up, and everyone walks out of the cabin together. We got back to the forest, and of course took a nice walk through the forest. Plenty of time passes by, all of us really tired, and soon the sun sets. Hey guys, we should really build a shelter. It doesn't look like there's anywhere else we can rest, I said, kind of worried about not finding a shelter or getting any of us sick. Sure, good idea, Sombra, Krista said, walking around gathering nearby sticks, but only the sturdy ones. The rest of the group spreads around to grab more sticks. Kurai and Navara walking around to get smaller sticks and leaves to help cover it up. Soon after, they all gathered around, working together to make a teepee build. There we go, all done, Krista said, sitting down tired. I was already really tired, so I walked inside the teepee to lay down and get some rest. And I noticed everyone else going to sleep too. Nice, glad to notice my friends while I'm sleeping. Back to the dream, I was walking around to see if I could find anything. I spotted the purple gem, so I turned into my Draconic form to go after it the best I can. I take some time to chase it, then soon I get my hands on it. I take a landing, the black gem flying in front of me. Impressive, mortal, impressive indeed. 3 gems you've gotten, interesting you are, mortal, the black gem said, flying around me in circles. Maybe the more of my journey. I do. The more gems I'll manage to receive from black. Yep, now I'm calling the black gem black. Yep, readers and viewers, you have to deal with it. So, Black, I hope you're okay with the nickname, but, are you a boy or a girl? I asked, realizing how stupid that question was. Hey, I'm not a living human being. I don't have a specific pronouns. I go by it, you know, because I'm a gem. And sure, I don't mind the nickname, Black said, still floating around. Let's go! I can call it Black! Yeah! Let me shut up. We soon woke up, and since it was a cold night and we didn't have the best shelter, I ended up getting a cold, and it seems that Navara did too. Soon enough, everyone else was awake, and soon enough, we were all trying to figure out a plan. Happy, Sombra? Now half of us are sick, Kurai said, frustrated and kind of angry. I sighed, kind of disappointed in myself. I'm sorry, I never thought it'd end like this, I said, kind of sad. Krista walks over and sits next to me. It's okay, Sombra. It could have been worse if we continued that walk, Krista said, giving me a hug. I put on a little smile. Then we all get back on our feet. Maybe we can carry you guys. I know your bodies are fucked up and we can build a wagon to pull you to, Kurai said, looking around the area for materials. Soon enough, everyone who wasn't sick grabbed materials and worked together to build the wagon, and soon Navara and I get into the wagon. Kurai and Krista pull it from the front, while Blaze pushes from the back. So, Krista, Sombra, what's the plan? Blaze asked, still pushing from the back. I'm too tired to speak up, so Krista decides to speak. We can stop once we find a place to rest. This time we'll make sure that we're for sure safe and warm, Krista said, still pulling from the front. I start to drift asleep, making the conversation harder to hear, and soon I actually fall asleep. Back in the dream, I see the white gem flying around, and I follow it, running after it. Soon, I felt a shot in the chest, really, really painful. It felt too real to be a dream. I got way too dizzy, feeling like I was gonna die. I tried waking myself up, but I couldn't. God damn it, I just couldn't wake up. So I got an idea. I turned into my Draconic form and stabbed myself in the chest with my sharp tail. It was painful as hell, but once I woke up, the pain went away. We were still traveling through the forest until we made it to a giant tree with a big hole, so we decided to rest there for the night. I lay down and struggle in a ball, soon falling asleep. My dream comes back. This time it's somewhat normal. Not harmful, just normal again. Why is the white gem so harmful? Could it be a curse? Somewhat a very bad gem? I fly around the area, looking around for some clues. Nothing interesting, I guess. Why would a rainbow gem shard give me pain? Aren't they all positive? Strange. I look around. Nothing to be seen yet. Half of us are sick. Can't change the past. But we can change the future. I sense it nearby, like an essence of power. I hold my hand out, like I'm trying to reach for something, but I don't feel it. Maybe there's a reason I worry too much. Why would the white gem hurt me so much? Why did we all have to get sick? Why is everything falling apart? I wake up in the middle of the night. Not gonna lie, it's pretty warm in this tree. I like it in here, but it was hard to sleep. Maybe all my thoughts woke me up. Okay, Zabra, just focus on the positivity, your mission, your goals, your destiny. The rainbow gem will one day show itself among the gods. Well, maybe not gods, but maybe I won't have my hopes that high. Back to sleep I go, walking in this void. Still yellow, still nice. But I soon catch sight of the blue gem. So I, of course, run after it. That wasn't enough, so I transformed into my draconic form and flew after it. Though I tried to put so much energy in my wings and grabbed it, it hit the fucking ground. Sombra, stop swearing! And hit my head. Damn, that's painful. But hey, at least I got the blue gem. The gem of the future! Yeah, let me shut up. I wake up. First to wake up, that's new. I get my bag ready and go on a short walk. Yeah, I forgot to say, I feel better. Guess sickness only lasts one day. Anyway, back to my walk. Yeah, just a normal walk. Am I trying to give an excuse to write more of this story? Of course. So enjoy reading this totally not useless section. Don't worry, I'm ending the paragraph. While on my walk, I caught sight of some delicious green apples. Yes, my favorites! Of course, I had to pick them. So I climbed the tree like a bit, not saying it, but yeah, I climbed the tree to get the apples, then throwing them into my backpack. Yes, I brought it with. Damn, I gotta mention this stuff sooner. I threw like 10 in the bag and one for me to eat. If you did the math, yes, 2 apples per person. 10 divided by 5 equals 2. Great job. Man, I love math. That's a joke. I fucking hate math. So damn lame. Okay, you can swear only if it's used against math, because math is a dumb, stupid ass bitch. That's a joke. Don't swear about math. Math is amazing. Damn, I'm a horrible influence. Good to know that I'm never having kids. After gathering my apples, I head back to the tree, where Krista and Karai are awake and ready. I handed them both an apple to eat for breakfast, and I walk over to Blaze and Navera to wake them up. Rise and shine, time to get up. I have an apple for each of you, I said, gently shaking them awake. They both wake up, but Blaze, as his usual self, starts complaining. But I don't wanna, you're not my daddy, Blaze said, complaining. Cry giggles a bit because of that. Bro, you still call your dad daddy? What are you, 5? Bro, people use that for their sex partner, Cry said. Blaze got really mad at him. Shut up! It's still used title for dad, you judgeful bitch. I don't understand why people even use those for their lovers. And don't ever use the term sex partner. There are asexuals, aromantics, and airways people who don't want to hear that from you, Blaze said with annoyance. Asexual, aromantic, and airways people? Well, we don't got any here, dumbass, Karai said, eating his apple. Blaze rolls his eyes and finally gets out of bed. Navera gets up too, and they both grab an apple. Hey, Zombra, make sure to remind me every hour on how much I hate that guy, Blaze said to me as he continued to eat his apple. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'll make sure he'll forget it during our walk. Guys, cut it out, Krista said, getting really pissed off at them. Blaze shuts his mouth while I just stand there. Krista looks at us, then she goes back to walking. Blaze and I look at each other, then get back to walking. Karai yawns very, very loudly, annoying Krista, but she brushes it off. Just looks around the forest, questioning where our next location will be. Krista walks around the forest, then spots a nearby cave. Come on, guys, I see a cave. We can rest here for the night, Krista said, walking towards the cave. We all follow her from behind, and we lay in the cave. Navera, Blaze, and Karai gather leaves to sleep on, while Krista and I have a nice chat. Krista, this journey has definitely been fun. Do you think the future will be bright? I asked with a hint of worry. Krista looks at me with a worried expression. Entity may not have the best feelings for the future, but the future is a big thing. It can always change. We can always make changes, Krista said, laying on the ground. I lay beside her. Navera, Karai, and Blaze came inside with leaves, even bringing some for Krista and I. They placed leaves on the ground as a bed, and we lay in the leaf beds and drift off to sleep. I appear in my dream again, looking around, feeling the fresh air on me. Holding my hand out, holding the draconic energy, they see the green gem nearby. I let out the draconic wings and fly after it at full speed, soon snatching it and holding it in my hands close to me. Stay with me, dear gem. I swear I'll make the future brighter, I said, holding the gem close to my chest, soon letting the energy flow into me. Impressive, very impressive. Just 4 more you need, Black said, flying around. I watch as it flies all around me, my eyes following it, until I wake up instantly, at the middle of the fucking night. Oh, why? I just walk to the cave's entrance. Yellow, pink, black, white. I should go back to sleep, I said, looking at the moon. then walking back to my bed. Soon enough, it was the morning. Krista waking up everyone. Come on, guys, let's go. We've been here for too long. It's 10:15 for God's sake. Come on, Krista said, getting on her feet. We, of course, followed her and continued our journey. It was a cloudy day today, so it was a bit cold. But in general, I love cloudy days. Yo, there's some berries in that tree, Blaze says to us. Delicious, let's grab them, Karai said, climbing the tree to get some berries. Blaze quickly climbing a tree too, then both gathering berries. I don't really share a gathering food process, but honestly, I don't think that's important to the story. But there will be some times where I still share, cause why not? Karai and Blaze managed to gather lots of berries, dropping them into our bag. Yes, we carry around a bag. Maybe I should have said that sooner. Like, way sooner. We soon gather plenty of berries and head to a nearby lake to get some water. I guess today's the day that I talk about is getting our resources. Boring, right? We just put it in plenty of jars and put it in our bags and continue our walk. My feet are so tired. Can we just sit down and rest? Blaze looks at me with a smile. So, Sombra, you got that deck of cards with you? We are not playing cards. We're having a 5-minute break. So be bored, Krista said in a bit of an annoyed voice. Blaze sighs very loudly and just lays down. Soon enough, our break ends. We continue walking. Are we almost there? Blaze asked. Blaze, we just left. Now stop asking me. It's really getting annoying, Krista said in a response. Well, I'm sure Blaze will stop one day. Blaze, we need to keep going. You'll survive, I said to him. We continue our walk. Karai's starting to get really tired. Come on, we need to be there soon. Today feels like a long day, Karai said tiredly. You're not wrong. Today does feel longer, Navera said. Exactly! Even Navera agrees, Karai said. Stop your complaining. We haven't even been walking for that long, Krista says to everyone. Karai looks at her like she's stupid. What the fuck do you mean we haven't been walking for that? We've been walking for 5 fucking hours! Karai yells, making Krista more angry. I watch as they argue, but I just space out. Kind of like dissociation? Or autopilot? Either way, I start to hear a voice in my fucking head. The Draconic clan is a great place to go. They worship Dracos and Draconics, as well as trying to build a kingdom. You may encounter the other Draco there. Draconic clan! I said out loud without thinking. Krista turns to me, then looks back at her map. Not a bad idea, Sombra. Draconic clan can be our next location. It's close to Shining Forest anyway, Krista said with a smile, Karai rolling his eyes. Why? What the hell is the point? Karai asked. Who knows, maybe we can learn more about the Rainbow Gem, I said. We all finally agree to go there, and we go on our walk for more hours, so of course, almost all of us get tired. Are we there yet? Blaze asked again. Oh my god, no, please stop asking! Krista yelled at Blaze. We soon encountered the Shining Forest. Looking around, Krista looking at her map. Okay, we gotta make it through to reach the Draconic clan, I tell them. Oh wait, guys, what if there's dangerous people here? Blaze asked worriedly. No one dares to live in these forests. These trees stay too strong, Krista said. But like, imagine if there was a village in this forest, Blaze said, looking around. We keep walking, about 26 minutes and we're still not there. How big is this forest? Karai asked. I'm not sure, but I believe it's pretty big, Krista responds. About 24 minutes later, we managed to make it there. There are some people with spheres who come out and surround us. Who are you? One of them asked. I take a step forward. One of them pointed a spear at me. My name is Sombra, and I'm the Black Draconic, I tell them, hoping they'd let us go. Well, then prove it, buddy, another one said. I get ready to turn into my Draconic form as soon as I transform. Is this enough proof? I asked them. All of them lower their weapons. Do you by chance know the Rainbow Gem or the other Draco? I asked. I don't know about anything myself, but you may ask her later. Alligator's reading a book over by that tree, one said, pointing to them. I look over and walk over to them, standing in front of them. Hello, my name is Sombra Cage. I'm a Draconic and was told to speak with you, I said. They get really surprised, taking off their hood. A male, a big scar on his face. A Draconic. Could you show your Draconic form, please? He asked, going close to me. Yeah, I said, turning in my Draconic form. He walks over around me, looking at me, touching my wings and tail, looking at me in the eyes. Interesting aura coming from you. Anyways, my name is Asher, he said to me, still staring at my Draconic appearance. Interesting aura coming from you. Anyways, my name is Asher, he said to me, still staring at my Draconic appearance. Hey, question, do you by chance know anything about the Rainbow Gem? I asked him. He quickly snaps out of it and looks at me with a new face. Have you seen any of the shards? Don't lie, it can be any. Asher asked me. I thought to myself, but I know Black prefers me to keep a secret, so I decided to lie. Why? I asked hesitantly. You're curious about the gem, but never seen a shard. It's said that the gem chooses the person, a good soul, blessing them with the great power once they meet it. Asher said, looking me in the eyes. I desire its power. I'm never worthy to anyone, but this is my new project. Building a kingdom out of nothing. Maybe one day, a Draconic can sit on that very throne, even if it's not me. He said, looking at the tents and bricks. Thanks. I wish you good luck, Asher. I said, walking over to my friends. The rainbow gem is something you must be worthy of. I think I could be a worthy candidate for it. I mean, I've never desired power or sin. I desire peace. I said to them. Okay, and what if you're not? Well, then this will all be for nothing? Cry asked. There's at least something we've gained from this journey. For me, I met a lot of great people and I'm thankful for that. Cry, you're more calm. Navera, you're more communicative. Krista, you're not alone. Blaze, you're getting stronger. We all find out more about the rainbow gem. I said to everyone. He's right, I'm definitely stronger. Blaze said with a smile. I guess you're not wrong, Cry said. Yep, I am talking more freely, Navera said. True, we all believe in this artifact, Krista said with a determined look, but also a soft smile. I've definitely learned more about the rainbow gem, I said. We all keep walking. After a bit, we set up a shelter quickly and get some rest again. Soon enough, I'm back in the dream. I see the yellow gem. Of course, I go after it. I get it in my draconic form. Yes! Catching it, hoping that I can grab it after 12 minutes of flying. Oh, so much I managed to grab it. And here, Black. Impressive, you must need 3 more, Black says. Well, first of all, how do I get the others? And second, do you think I'm worthy? I asked. That's for you to know deep down. I don't answer for you, Black said. Okay, do you mind telling me more about the rainbow gem? I asked. The rainbow gem holds the power of the rainbow god, though info is only spoken in the language of the god species. I cannot speak God. Can you translate it in English or German, please? I asked hesitantly. Ugh, fine. Power past god of species, anyone can unlock through. Not just a simple creation may hold such power. It says, I don't get it. Can you tell me in a more simple way? I said awkwardly. Oh my god, do I have to do everything? It means that the god of species cannot control the rainbow gem. Anyone can unlock it, but not just any person. Unworthy people cannot access the power. Oh, I get it now. Very interesting. So, could the rainbow gems... No, fuck. I cannot speak English. Could the rainbow god speak Goddish? I said. Oh, I swear next time I'm sticking with fucking German. Oh my fucking god, how stupid are you? Of course they can. They're a god. It's literally in the name. It said and very annoyed by my stupid questions. Then, of course, my dumbass decides to ask another stupid question. So how can I... Shut the fuck up and get the gems yourself, it yelled. Ugh, well, thank God it's time for you to wake the fuck up. Like said, soon enough, I finally woke up. No longer dizzy, let's go!